Welcome to All Home Care Matters, the show where we discuss all things home care, with discussions on important age-related matters and topics. Brought to you by Enriched Life Home Care Services, the #1 rated home care provider in Michigan by Top Rated Local.
Hello, and welcome back to All Home Care Matters. If this is your first time visiting us here at the show, we want to say thank you for taking time out to be with us today. We appreciate how valuable everyone's time is, and that's why we try and make each episode here at All Home Care Matters something that will hopefully matter to you. There are many concerns that may arise and make our day-to-day lives more difficult as we age. Now, we know there are universal problems that affect all age groups, but today we will be discussing the top 10 concerns that seniors are facing today. The first concern many older adults face is the cost of health care. Even with insurance, many seniors have to pay for their medical needs out of pocket. Knowing your family's medical history early in life may help you plan for these costs in advance. But it is often the unexpected medical issues that come with the highest costs. If your aging loved one isn't already on Medicare, signing up for Medicare or similar programs can help ease the healthcare burden you may be shouldering. However, you should also be aware that Medicare doesn't cover dental, basic vision, over-the-counter medications, or long-term care. A similar concern seniors are facing is disease and other health issues that affect day-to-day living. More than 80% of seniors have at least one chronic disease such as Alzheimer's or macular degeneration, and over 75% have at least two. Chronic diseases are the leading cause of death in older adults. While caring for an aging loved one, it is important to ensure that they regularly see a doctor to manage and detect any chronic diseases they may have. And the actual physical act of aging is another significant concern that seniors face. Aging affects everything from our bones to our eyesight. Adults aged 60 and over need at least 3 times more light to see while reading than 20-year-olds do. As we age, we begin to notice that we have these new limitations. We are no longer able to do the things we once did. For many older adults, this includes things like getting groceries on their own, cleaning the house, and driving. 20% of adults 65 or older have reported they have difficulty or are unable to perform at least one of the 6 domains of functioning, which are seeing, hearing, mobility, communication, cognition, and self-care. There are many options for physical assistance. Your loved one may need in-home care all the time, or they may need help only occasionally. Your doctor or a social worker may be able to help establish a physical assistance plan. And according to the National Council on Aging, roughly 1 in 3 older adults are facing financial insecurity today, with income levels 200% below the federal poverty line. Over 15 million seniors have concerns with their financial security due to income alone, and that's not including all the other financial concerns that all seniors face. Social Security and other programs are specifically designed to help seniors establish financial security. Your local senior center may also have programs that can help your loved ones reach financial security. Financial predators are something that concern anyone with a phone, but they largely target seniors. There are many types of scams that are targeted at seniors, such as home repair, government impersonation, and tech support. There are even family members or caregivers that commit elder fraud. A large number of elder fraud goes unreported because the older adult may feel embarrassed. They might not know how to report a scam, or they are concerned that their loved ones will think they are unable to handle their own finances. If you suspect that you or a loved one is being scammed, contact your local police office, and you can also submit a report to your local FBI field office immediately. We recommend, to learn more about protecting seniors from becoming a victim of scams, that you listen or watch the episode we did on protecting seniors from scams. We did an in-depth analysis with tips, resources, and information on the most common scams to watch out for to protect your loved ones. Loneliness is a concern many people have been facing during the COVID-19 pandemic, but it especially affects seniors. A report from the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine has found that nearly 1 in 4 older adults are living in social isolation, and this report was just released at the beginning of the pandemic. Technology can be a great way to combat loneliness, but it can be a major learning curve for some older adults. We did an episode called Technology Tips for Seniors and Caregivers, which is a great resource for technology specifically for seniors. Senior abuse or neglect is a real concern for families and for seniors. Unlike with child abuse, the laws around elder abuse are not clear. Many seniors don't report their own abuse out of fear for making the abuse worse. If you suspect that your loved one may be abused or being neglected, you can visit the National Center on Elder Abuse's website at ncea.acl.gov to learn where and how to report abuse in your area. If you believe your loved one is in immediate danger, please call 911 right away. There eventually comes a time in the aging process where we are unable to drive. Older adults are twice as likely as other adults to have medical problems that make driving difficult and are at an increased risk of being involved in an auto accident. If your loved one has reached this point and you aren't sure what to do next, there are many resources and options available to you. Many seniors have senior transportation services at little or no cost. We recommend contacting your local senior center to see what transportation services may be available in your area. And lastly, a changing social climate is something all seniors face. Our social climate is constantly changing, and in a technology-driven world, this can be extremely hard for some older adults. Finding a class that interests them is a good way to make sure your loved one is still getting the important social interaction that they need. Check with your local senior center to find classes and activities for your loved ones. We have covered some of the biggest concerns that seniors are facing right now. And we've also done many episodes on a lot of these topics in more detail and in depth. We recommend viewing and going through our show to check to see if there's an episode or a topic that you're dealing with right now that you would like to learn more about. We want to thank you for joining us here at All Home Care Matters. All Home Care Matters is here for you and to help families as they navigate these long-term care issues. We invite you to please visit us at allhomecarematters.com. There's a private, secure, fillable form where you can give us feedback, show ideas, or if you have questions. Every form is read and responded to, and please, if you know someone who could benefit from this episode, please share it with them. And remember, you can listen to the show on any of your favorite podcast streaming platforms and watch the show on our YouTube channel. And just make sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. We look forward to seeing you next time on All Home Care Matters, where we will be discussing the top 10 things you may not know about home care. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to you joining us again on another episode of All Home Care Matters. To learn more about the show and to connect with us, visit us at allhomecarematters.com.